Good day everyone, I am Sofia Hernandez from IE2203 and what I am going to do now is our first activity in computer-aided design, which includes lines, coordinates, and dimensions. So the expected outcome of my activity would be like this. This will be the figure that I am going to do now. In order for us to draw a straight line, we have to find the command line here in this tab, or we can simply type letter L as a shortcut for a line command and then press enter. The cursor will show specify first point, and as what I've shown earlier, our first point or our first coordinate is 1 and 1. We have to type a number sign or a hashtag, then 1, comma, 1, and then enter. And we can now see our first point. Next coordinate would be hashtag or a number sign 4.1, comma, 1, and then enter. And this is our first line. Following this is another coordinate, hashtag sign 4.5, comma, 2.2, and then enter. Next is a straight line going right with a length of 2.3, and it is a straight line, so it is 0 degrees, and then we have to press enter. Next line is next line has an angle of 30 degree. Oh, excuse me. An angle has a length of 1.4 first. 1.4 and an angle of 30 degrees. There you are. And our next line would be a straight line going up and has a length of 2.1 and an angle of 90 degrees, and then press enter. Next line following this would be a line that has a length of 1.6 and an angle of 120 degrees. Next is a straight line going left with a length of 1.3 and has an angle of 180. Following this line would be a line downward with a length of 1.4 and an angle of 90 degrees. And then we have to press the enter key. Next line would be a line having an angle of, having a length of 2.2 and an angle of 135 degrees. Following this line would be a straight line going left with a length of 1.0. There you are. Next line is a line with a length of 1.5 and an angle of it has an angle of 135 degrees. Next to this line is another straight line going left and has a length of 1.02, and then we have to press enter. Second to the last line has a length of 2.3 and an angle of 60 degrees, and then we have to press the enter key again. And this will be the last line. We have to connect it here, and as we can see, it has an angle of 120 degrees, and then press enter. And now our figure is all set. It is now finished. to continue with my activity, what we're going to do next is to put all the dimensions of every lines, and what we're going to do is to find the dimension command here in this tab. But first, we have to set, it is already set in standard form, but if it is in ISO 25, you have to set it to standard for us to have a smaller scale of measurement. And then what we're going to do now is to put the aligned dimension of every lines. So starting here, from here, we can now have a measurement of 2.3. And in order for us to put another dimension, we have to repeat the process like what I've done earlier. We have to point it here to here, and the dimension will automatically be measured. And as we can see, it is 1.4. Next line would be from here to here, and has a measurement of 2.1. Next line would be 1.6. It has a length of 1.6. And then what we're going to do is to always repeat what I have done earlier. This would be from here to here, and it has a measurement of 1.3. Next line would be, this will be the starting point, and this will be the end point, and the measurement of this line is 1.4. Next line, from here over here, has a measurement of 2.2. Next line is this one. We have to click this point up to this point, and it will have a measurement of 1.0. Proceeding to the next line, here down to here, will give us a measurement of 1.5. Next line is this straight line going left and has a measurement of 1.0. And the last line is this one. From here to this point, it has a measurement of 2.3. And as we can see, all the measurement of the dimension has 4 decimal places. But we can change this precision to this tab annotation. We have to press it here and manage dimension styles, and we have to modify it. We can see the precision in this primary units tab, and we have to change these 4 decimal places into 0.0 for us to have only 1 decimal place. And then we have to press OK, and then it's all set. We all now have 1 decimal place on every dimension that we got. Next dimension would be the angular. We will now have to put the angular dimensions of our figure. So in this angular dimension, we only have to choose or to click the line like this. This would be the first line, and then this will be the second line, and as we can see, the angle between 2 lines will automatically be measured, and then there you are. We will just have to repeat it over and over. Next line would be starting. This would be the first, and this is the second, and as we can see, this angle has a measurement of 150 degrees. There you are. Next angle would be this one. This line up to here measures 45 degrees. And then next angle would be this one. From this line up to here, measures 45 degrees. And second to the last angle, this would be the first line and this is the second line, and we can see that it has a measurement of 60 degrees. In this angle, we have to put a line from here going right. There you are. And we can now measure the angle from here to here. You can see that it is 120 degrees. And all the dimensions of linear and angular is now set. What we're going to do with the coordinate is that we were going to type a text in this tab, and we will going to click this point and drag it here. And we can now type our coordinate, and our first coordinate is 1, 1, and this would be the first coordinate. There you are, and then next coordinate would be in here, in this point. Our coordinate in this point is 4.1, 1. Next coordinate is this one, third and last coordinate. We will going to type a text and drag it upward, and we can now type 4.5, 2.2, and then we will just going to move it closer to our point. And now our activity is now finished. As we can see in the figure, it all have a linear or aligned dimension, angular dimension, and it also has a coordinates. That would be all for this activity, and thank you.